5 hours before my childhood friend's wedding, her groom ran off. She begged me to step in as the stand-in groom, just to get the ceremony done. I didn't want to, but my dad literally threatened to cut me off if I refused. So I caved. We said, fine, it's just for show, nothing real. But her whole family latched onto me. Hard. Lee Ching Sui was already pregnant. To give the baby a proper identity, she begged me not to tell anyone the truth yet, wait till the kid was born, then announce we'd broken up. I was single anyway, so I didn't really care, and didn't bother explaining things publicly. After all, we never even registered. The marriage. My dad was a high school principal. Her dad rode that connection. To open the campus supermarket and run the cafeteria, made some decent money. Then he got into real estate speculation. The projects collapsed, and he couldn't pay the loans back, so he actually used the principal's in-laws as a label to borrow money from a bunch of parents, then disappeared with the cash. The investigation later showed my dad really didn't know anything and wasn't involved. But all that money, blood and sweat from so many families, was gone. My dad's reputation was ruined, and he was crushed with guilt. One day he snapped and jumped. My mom was barely holding it together, and while being chased by victims, she slipped and fell to her death too. I tried to fight for justice for them, but got into a serious car accident and ended up in a coma. I was a vegetable, but I was fully aware of everything happening outside, even though we never registered the marriage. On paper, Lee Ching Sui's kid was my illegitimate child with inheritance rights, and she used that to strip away everything I owned, patching up her family's financial hole. From the very start, that wedding was a setup. A classic mantis stalking the cicada, while the oriole waits behind kind of play. Next time I opened my eyes, I realized I'd gone back on 5 hours before. Her wedding. First thing I did was put my main phone on airplane mode, then grab my backup and call my mom. I just flown back from the capital yesterday, staying alone in a lakeside villa near the airport. My parents lived in the faculty apartments at my dad's school, about a 30-minute drive away. Mom, you alone right now? I lowered my voice. Yeah, what's up, Xiao Tian? Why so mysterious? I got word. Lee Ching Sui's fiancé took off last night. The wedding's about to blow up. Dad twisted his back fishing a few days ago. Right? Take him to the hospital for a checkup. Just thinking about how my dad always favored Lee Ching Sui made me feel cold and helpless. My mom resented it even more than I did. Of course she'd be enjoying this. Serves them right. Told you that family was shady. No wonder they found a trash son-in-law. I know what to do. What about you? Don't go either. If I don't go, Dad's gonna flip. Mom, you have to keep him home. Relax. He's not gonna find out. But the old apartment had thin walls. My dad heard the noise. Who was that on the phone? Was that Ching Sui? She asking when we're heading over. Tell her we'll go early and help out. Help with what? You want to throw your back out for real? If you end up bedridden, don't expect me to take care of you. Can you not start a fight today? My dad was a high school principal. My mom was a stay-at-home mom. Growing up, whenever they fought, my dad either stayed silent or lectured. My mom, on the other hand, would always blow up. In this second life, I finally see it clearly. His gentle, cultured act was just emotional distance, and her crazy side was what happens when you get frozen out for years. Dad, if you go over there now looking like this, you're only gonna make things more awkward for them. And we don't even know all the details yet. You show up sick on top of that. What if they say you're bad luck? I'd always been respectful with him. This was the first time I talked back. He froze, then finally muttered, Fine, Xiao Tian, then you go. Help them out more. I answered flatly, hung up, then got in my car and headed toward the old town. One hand on the wheel, eyes sharp, mind racing. I had to show up at Lee Ching Sui's wedding, but not like last time. One name popped into my head, Chung Liu, the girl everyone called the school beauty. She was also the girl I'd secretly liked for years, the only girl I could actually talk to. Back in high school, she got dragged into a fake rumor. I stepped in to clear things up, not to defend her relationship, but the story twisted into a scandal, and we had to keep our distance. After college, she went south, I went north. Startup pressure, my terrible social skills, nothing ever happened.